In this session, we are going to talk about some very useful Excel shortcuts that are going to make you more productive, how to use screen tips to perform certain tasks in Excel, and thirdly, some techniques on how to keep an Excel file size low. So let us quickly get into this. We all know by now that Excel is a very powerful application for spreadsheet processing, and it's a pretty old one. The first version was released in 1984, and every new version, Excel comes with more and more new shortcuts, and there are about 200 plus shortcuts that are there in Excel in the latest version. So let's get into it. Now, trick here to remember these shortcuts is that most of these begin with the letters that they denote. Let me give you an example. In order to create a new workbook, all you have to do is press Ctrl and N together. N standing for new. Similarly, in order to open an existing workbook, you need to press Ctrl and O keys together. To save a workbook, yes, you guessed it right. Just press Ctrl and S. We all know Ctrl C for copy and Ctrl V for paste. There is also an Ctrl X which can be used to cut the contents of the cell. In order to undo our last action, we also use Ctrl plus Z key a lot. In order to redo, just press Ctrl and Y keys together. Ctrl P is there for printing. And in order to save as the file, just press the F12 key. Simple, isn't it? Now suppose you have these date cells where you want to change their formatting. All you need to do is select the cells and press Ctrl plus 1. Now here you can select formatting that you like. You can also convert this range into tables. Just press Ctrl and E. And now on OK. That's it. Select the formatting that you like from the table styles and you're good to go. For formulas, you can use the tab key to quickly select the formula. Just start typing and press the tab key when you find the relevant formula seen. Now here in this formula, you can press the F4 key wherever you want to change the absolute reference to a relative one or a mixed one. You can also press the control and the backtick key, that is the key which is to the left of number 1, and that will display the cell values or the formulas and vice versa. You can also press the control and single quotes key to insert a formula of the above cell into the currently selected cells or the formula bar, just like this. Just like we can use F2 to rename file names, we can use F2 to edit a current cell in Excel. You can convert a formula into an array formula by pressing Ctrl, Shift and Enter keys together. Have you ever wondered how to enter a new line character into a cell? Then Alt plus Enter is what you need to use. If you just want to copy the contents of the cell above it, press Ctrl and D. In order to select concurrent cells, just click any of the cells in this and hit on Ctrl and A. If you hit on Ctrl and A again, it will select the entire sheet. If you want to select an entire column, just press Ctrl and space. An entire row, just press Shift and space. You can use arrow keys to navigate in the sheet. Ctrl and F, this will help us find what we want to search for in our Excel sheet or a workbook. Ctrl plus G will open the Go To dialog box. Pressing F5 also will display the same dialog box. Home key will return to the first cell of the current row in a worksheet, whereas Control and Home key will move to the beginning of the worksheet. that is A1 cell. Contrary to that, Control plus N will move to the last used cell of a current worksheet, that is the lowest row of the rightmost column. You can use Control plus Tab to switch to the next open workbook, or use Control plus Page down or Page up to go to the next or the previous sheet respectively. And that's it. Try to remember these shortcuts and you will see a lot of improvement in your speed of working. Another thing that can help you be more productive is using screen tips. Let me show you how. Let's go back to our Excel sheet. Here, let's say we want to sort this table based on the amount. All that we need to do is go to the amount using the arrow keys, press Alt. Here you can see the alphabets below the ribbon. If we want to filter, we need to go to Home. So we press H first. Now we can see the other alphabets and numbers that are highlighted. We need to sort and filter. For that, the shortcut is S. Let's press S. In this menu, we have an option to sort from A to Z or Z to A, or a custom sort or a filter. So let's say we want to sort from A to Z. So press S again and that's it. Now we are sorted amount column. So it starts from -25, -10, then 12 and 45 and 100. So yes, it's sorted correctly. There is again go to serial number and sort it as per serial number. So what I did is I use shortcut key, press Alt, H, S and S again. And once you start using this, you would remember the combination by heart and your speed will improve drastically. Now let us say we want to do something else. Let's say we want to insert something in this sheet. So we'll press Alt. Shortcut for insert is N. And let's say we want to insert a pivot chart. So we'll press SZ and then C. And here we have pivot chart. So we can select data and we can add the fields as per our requirement. Let's go back to our sheet. Let's say we want to freeze panes and the top row. So we'll press Alt, Q, W, the F for freeze pane and freeze top row is R. Now top row is freezed. So go ahead and explore other green tips and you will find them very useful than using mouse. Now let us look at the techniques to keep Excel file size low. Why we need this? There's multiple reasons. One, it will help us share the file quickly. It will take up less space. Secondly, it will improve the overall performance of opening the file, closing the file, and also working in the file. All these things will speed up if your file size is low. Let us see. We have 3 sheets now. This was created but not used, so we should delete extra sheets. Secondly, all the things that are not used, just go to Home and press E and clear all. So these extra things have to be removed. Any other formatting that you have done which is not required should be removed. Also remember, when you're giving borders to certain cells, give the border in one go. Let me give you an example. Let's say this table is not there and it is just a range, and remove all the formats. Okay, now we need a date format in this for sure, so we'll give it a date format. Now for giving this format, I had selected an entire column. Instead of selecting one cell, giving it a date format, then selecting the other cell, giving it a date format, that also affects. Second thing, when I want to give a border to all these cells, it's better to give the border to the entire table together instead of giving border to individual cells like this. This is not the right way to do it. This also increases file size. Instead, just select all and give it a border. Make the header row bold like this. Now the last part is removing pivot table cache. So we'll just create a pivot table. Select the data. Remember that we need to press Alt, N, and on table or range, new sheet. Okay. Here in this setting options, data and save source data with file. Just uncheck this, and it's better to refresh the data when we open the file. So just check this. Excel automatically creates a pivot cache that contains a replica of the original data source. So when we uncheck this, any changes made on the pivot table are not directly connected to the source data but the pivot cache instead. When we are removing the duplicated data before saving, this helps to reduce the file size. So just click on OK. One more way to reduce file size is by saving the file as an Excel binary workbook. I don't prefer this technique personally because next time we'll have to open the file in Excel only, and we'll not be able to open this file in other applications like Power Query. So this is one way to save the file. Else, we know that we can zip the file, and that will reduce the file size by 5 to 10%. That will also help us share the file in a smaller size. So remember these quick tips, and these will help you excel.